Hey gang, Drex here from DrexFactor.com, and today I want to talk about the future of the flow arts and the pros and cons of reaching a bigger audience. Going mainstream means a lot more spinners, a lot more attention, and probably a lot more money, but do we really want all those things, and what are the negative side effects that might come with them? Before we dive in, I just want to take a moment to give a shout out to the friends of the channel. Big thanks to Darkmonk, Emazing Lights, Flow Toys, Spinballs, and Ultrapoi for helping to make the videos on this channel possible. You can visit them all on the web by following the links down in the description of this video. So first up, what do I mean by going mainstream? Every so often I see the idea thrown around of poi in the flow arts being the next big thing. I think to many people it means frequently seeing it in pop culture, perhaps having major stage shows with spinning, or enough flow artists out there that you'd be able to find classes at local gyms or spin jams in every park. Now, there's also the question of whether we can become mainstream, which I'll save for another video. But in the meantime, let's talk about what it would mean for the flow arts in general and for us as the artists who practice them. Going mainstream means that a lot of people would suddenly become aware of our little corner of the world. That means a lot of people are going to come in who might have a very different view on what we do. People who are competitive. People who are more about personal gain. People who will see it as a fad to be exploited rather than a transformative pursuit. Our world will have to open up enough to accommodate these kinds of people, and I know that's going to make quite a lot of us upset, if not tempted to quit. Every single scene that starts out underground and becomes mainstream has to account for the fact that when that happens, people you may not like will come into the fold. I've heard people say that this is what went wrong with the punk, rave, and alternative music scenes. Businesses will almost certainly want to exploit emerging trends to bolster their own image. Can you imagine flow artists in McDonald's commercials or among the backup dancers at the Super Bowl? I'm guessing that to many of you watching that sounds absolutely amazing, while to others, it sounds absolutely appalling. Then there's the other side of the equation. Imagine if the flow arts go mainstream and all of a sudden there's a huge demand for people to teach, perform, and explore their art with prop spinning full time. It takes a large volume of people interested in a given pursuit for there to be enough money in it for even a single person to make a living at it. Inevitably, if we add more people to the flow arts world and its profile rises, there will be more opportunities like these to be had. In another video, I took a look at the current research on the health effects of the flow arts. Even though there haven't been many studies that have directly tested people who spin props, those that have are universally positive for mental as well as physical health. Flow arts are a low-cost and easy-to-learn hobby that conceivably could have a hugely positive effect on a larger group of people. There's also the question of whether people entering the flow arts world would change it, or whether it would change them. As yoga's gone mainstream, many of its core concepts have become a part of pop culture. What if flow arts were to do the same and have a positive impact on the broader culture? Alright, so I've taken a look at both sides. Now the question is, what do I think? So here's the thing. Picking up poi absolutely changed my life for the better. I became creative in ways that I didn't know that I could. I had spent most of my teen and adult life sitting behind a computer, and spinning poi helped me discover that I could be coordinated, and that my body was a tool for creating art, not just the sack of meat that housed my brain. It gave me confidence and a whole community of amazing people to plug into. I've gotten to travel all over the world and connect with people I never would have met without the flow arts in my life. And here's the thing, I think when you find something beautiful and life-changing that you have a responsibility to pay it forward. If I've enjoyed this thing, I'm sure there are scores of other people out there who will enjoy it as well. Becoming a flow evangelist is something I'm quite proud of. I don't think that when you discover something you love, you should try and shut the door behind you after you get in. I get that a lot of people build their identities in the uniqueness of the scene that they find themselves in, but I also think that it does a disservice to other people who might be happier if they had that pursuit in their lives as well. If you want to stay underground, if you want to make sure you're not spinning next to the person who bullied you in high school, believe me, I get it. I'm sure there will always be opportunities for people to spin off the beaten path and get to flow in an environment that they're most comfortable with. And quite frankly, what if spinning makes that person who bullied you in high school a better person? What if the focus and meditative elements of learning to spin help them work through whatever's wrong in their world? One of the things that I love the most about the flow arts is connecting with other people, because the ways in which spinning changes your life winds up giving you more in common than the things that divide you. I think that's an experience that should be available to everyone. And yes, there are going to be challenges, and the flow arts world will inevitably change and mutate as more people come into it. Change is a part of life, and we either have to adapt to it or bow out when those changes get to be more than we can cope with. But I think there's a lot more to gain than there is to lose, and honestly, a world in which people crack out their poi to spin for a few minutes during their lunch breaks is a pretty good one as far as I'm concerned. Do you think the flow arts ought to go mainstream? Tell me why down in the comment section. Thanks so much for watching. If you got anything out of this video, please hit that like and subscribe button to help my channel grow. Special thanks to all of my awesome supporters on Patreon. You guys are the ones that make these videos possible. If you're not a current backer and would like to sign up to support the work that I do, please go to patreon.com/DrexFactorPoi. Thanks again, and peace.